Okay, Prepper's Paradise here. I'm going to do a review on what I think is just a knife sharpening marvel. I don't know how many of you out there were like me, but I couldn't sharpen a knife for the life of me. At the same time, I always want my knives to be razor sharp. I think a dull knife is more dangerous than a sharp knife. Anyway, I went through the Spyderco Sharp Maker. It's an angled sharpener, and you drag your knife 17 times straight up and down, and you replace your rods and all this, and I hated it. I could not make a knife sharp. And you know, Sharp Maker might work for you guys, but I guess I'm a little bit of a monkey, all right? I need something a little easier. I bought pull-through knife sharpeners. I found that they took chunks out of my knife blade sometimes. Then I came across this one, which is the Wicked Edge, and you can find this if you like it at wickededgeusa.com. This thing is amazing, and I'm gonna do a quick run through because I don't have a lot of time. Anyway, here's my knife. I'm gonna set it up here on my sharpener like this. I'm gonna pull out this little Allen key tool here, and I'm gonna tighten my knife in there just like that. You got to make sure it's somewhat even. Just tighten that up just like so. Okay, you lay that to the side. You go in your little book here that they give you. Wicked Edge provides you this book, and they give you suggested edge angles. They give you 25 to 30 degrees for a cleaver, 18 to 22 degrees for these knives, 22 to 25, and 12 to 18. Now, I wanted the best of both worlds. So this goes from 18 to 22 degrees for chef's knives, kitchen knives, boning, and carving. And then over here from 22 to 25 for hunting, pocket, survival, and sport knives. Now myself, I sharpen everything at 22 because there's two categories that have 22 degree angles. So let's get to the review here. What you do is you take your little bar here and just come down here. Look at the bar here. Down here, the numbers. So you want 22 degrees. There's 20, 21, 22. You set your bar up right here at 22 degrees, and you tighten that sucker down. You do the same to the other side. 21, 22 degrees. There's your 20, 21, 22. Tighten it down, okay? Now, what I have here is I have sharpening stones, 100, 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, and I have a ceramic here that's 1200 and 1600, okay? Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have tightened this down right away. I want to show you guys something. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, just to show you how amazing this is. I'm going to take an 800 grit stone, and I'm running this right along the blade. Let's get that nice and dull. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't sharpen a knife for the life of me with a regular stone. People say slice it like cheese, mozzarella pizza, whatever. I can't do it. Okay? So there you go. Believe me, that hurt me to do that. So, watch. That's not catching an edge at all. Oh, there we go. There's a little tear. It's not doing much at all. So let's throw this on our Wicked Edge here. You guys are going to love how wicked this is. Watch how fast I run through this. It's amazing. This is a cool prepper tool because all your knives can be completely sharp. So 22 degrees, that's what I'm set at, and all you do is this. Just go along there like that. Now you can see reviews, and you can see the guy actually do it on wickededge.com. But the reason I'm doing this review is because if it was my product, I would say nothing but good things about it. You wouldn't hear me say any of the negative. And believe me, if there was negative about this, I'd let you guys know. Because you guys are like me, just regular guys. Okay, so there's 100. Now we're going to go to 200. Remember, this thing was totally dull. I flat grinded this thing with that sharpening stone, okay? So you just go along the blade like so. And these sharpening stones just slide right down on these rods, and you can't go wrong. The angle is always 22 degrees if that's what you set it for, okay? So now I'm done with these two. Throw these in your box. And what I like to do once in a while is I like to wipe the burrs off and the shavings, the metal shavings. And then you just take your 400 now, you slide it on here like this, slide it on there, and away you go again. You guys are absolutely going to love this. It's good that I did this knife actually, because it was getting dull. This thing is a little piece of genius, let me tell you. Flip them around, now I'm on the 600. Just like that. Wicked edge. But you got to be careful, obviously, because I mean, you can hit the blade with your hand, and you can carve a piece right off yourself. So fingers away, okay? You know, and always make sure you have your first aid kit with you. Remember when I told you that this thing would make your knives wicked sharp? I wasn't wicked kidding. But we're going to cover first aid kits in another review. Ouch. Put these in your box. Now we move on to the 800. And I've just gotten into the habit of every time I go for new stones, I just give the blade a little bit of a wipe here. Hold on a second. Blade's coming a little bit loose here. Let's tighten this back up. There we go, back at it again. Now we're going to flip them over, go with 1,000. Quick wipe onto the 1200 ceramic stones. And I do notice that you you have to do the ceramic stones a little longer than the other stones, than the regular sharpening stones. I will say that, but I mean that's ceramic on steel, and steel on steel is going to sharpen a little quicker, obviously. These are just finishing stones, and you can get stropping compound for these. You can get strops, leather that actually comes on here, and you can strop. I don't really get into that. I mean, this makes it sharp enough for me. Oh yeah, more than usable. But you can just fly, and I mean fly, through all your kitchen knives. You never have to buy a new knife, your hunting knives, your survival knives, your prepper knives, everything. I just chose to do this knife because it was dull. Anyway, so that was a couple of seconds on the Wicked Edge. And I mean, you saw that I flat grinded this, right? It was doing nothing, okay? Look at that. You like that? Right? I could never do anything like that when I would sharpen a knife before. This just cuts right through. Anyway, this is amazing. This knife now is just like they advertise, wicked sharp. I love the setup of this. I mean, you'll hear me say this a lot in my videos, it's built like a tank. There's not many pieces that can break on here. You could strip a bolt here if you over tightened. Every once in a while, these do come loose when you're sharpening, you know, and I want to keep it an unbiased review. They can come loose. You just tighten them back up. It's not a problem. Don't tighten here too much because you could strip it. Other than that, this thing is the best sharpener I've ever used, and I've used lots of them. You guys saw me dull this knife, and you saw me bring it back to life in what, 3 minutes? Look at that. Ouch. That's crazy. Wicked Edge.